Imagine, you are inside a dream, where time moves slowly, and every sound turns into a story. Keep your eyes closed, and let us begin. The night was cold, and the forest was too quiet, as if something was missing. Deep in the heart of the forest lived a gentle brown bear named Bruno. Unlike other bears, Bruno was not strong or fierce. He was kind, soft-hearted, and always ready to help others. While the other animals feared humans and stayed away, Bruno often watched them from a distance, curious but careful. One day something strange happened. The birds stopped singing, the river flowed slower, and the animals looked worried. Bruno noticed a small rabbit crying near a tree. "What happened?" he asked softly. The rabbit sniffed and said, "The humans, they are coming. They are cutting down trees. Our homes are being destroyed." Bruno's heart sank. This forest was not just his home, it was everyone's home. That night, Bruno couldn't sleep. He thought about the frightened animals, the falling trees, and the silence growing in the forest. For the first time, he felt something new. Fear mixed with responsibility. "I have to do something," he whispered to himself. The next morning, Bruno gathered all the animals. Deer, rabbits, birds, even the old tortoise came. "We cannot run forever," Bruno said. "This is our home. We must protect it." "But how?" a tiny squirrel asked. "We are small and they are strong." Bruno looked around and smiled gently. "We may be small alone, but together we are strong." The animals trusted Bruno. They made a plan. That evening, when the humans returned with their machines, something unexpected happened. The birds flew in large groups, blocking their view. The monkeys dropped fruits and branches. The deer ran fast around them, confusing their path. And Bruno stood tall. For the first time in his life, he roared. It was not a roar of anger, but a roar of courage. The humans were shocked. They had never seen animals unite like this. They slowly stepped back, unsure and afraid. One man whispered, "This forest, it's alive. We should leave." And just like that, they left. The forest was safe. The animals cheered. The birds sang again. The river sparkled under the sunlight. But Bruno didn't celebrate. Instead, he walked quietly to the edge of the forest and sat down. He looked at the sky and smiled softly. Days passed. The forest returned to normal, but Bruno became quieter. He spent more time alone, watching over the forest from a distance. One evening, the little rabbit came again. "Why are you always alone now?" the rabbit asked. Bruno smiled. "Because someone must stay alert, to protect everyone." The rabbit hugged him and said, "You're not just a bear, you're our guardian." Bruno's eyes filled with tears, not of sadness but of love. Years went by. Bruno grew old. His steps became slow, his strength faded, but his heart remained strong. One cold winter night, Bruno lay under his favorite tree, the same tree where he once spoke to all the animals. The forest was peaceful, the stars were shining, and Bruno quietly closed his eyes. The next morning, the animals gathered around him. They didn't cry loudly. They stood in silence, honoring the bear who saved their home. From that day on, the forest was never the same. Not because it was broken, but because it was stronger. Because of Bruno. And even today, when the wind blows gently through the trees, it feels like Bruno is still there. Watching, protecting, loving. Glowing star life lesson. True strength is not in power, but in kindness, unity, and courage. Even the gentlest heart can become the strongest protector when it chooses to stand for others.